Using the N-word with the hard R as a white man with a black child is crazy. And it's no way around it. Like, I'm sure it's going to be excuses and deflections as always, because as most of you know, us speaking out on stuff like this negatively for many will provoke the reaction of saying that we're crying and complaining as usual. But at the same time, if I were to encourage people to start crashing out, then they're out of control and violent as usual. So apparently when it comes to things of this nature, the best route to go is just to ignore it and pretend like it's not happening, which I must say is very common within the Afro-Latino community, but Black Americans don't politic the same. I got something to say about this. Hard conversations is what we have on this platform, and if you can't handle that, I'm not forcing nobody to be here. Now, with that said, to all my people who came to my page recently and let me know how it's just a word, I just want to know, how do you feel about this? Is it not concerning for a man with a black child to be online talking like that? And by the way, he wasn't even provoked. He replied this to a comment under one of my videos that said, "Real ones don't mind sitting down for standing up for something they believe in. Real American hero, if you ask me." And in this video, I was talking about an incident where this black family in New Jersey moved to a predominantly white neighborhood, and despite the fact that they weren't ghetto or criminals, an old man who had been living in that community was very upset about it and expressed it by calling the children of that black family the N-word to their faces at every chance he got. That went on for several months until one day it escalated to the older gentleman hitting the wife with his bike intentionally, which sparked the argument between him and the husband that ultimately led to the old man getting punched and unfortunately losing his life. My reaction was that it was the wrong decision to make, but I understand how it was made given the circumstance. And I would expect Aaron Michael, of all people, to understand, being that he has a black child. And if that's not his daughter, that definitely, like, it's his niece or something, because she looked like the black female version of him. Would you not be ready to fight if a grown man was bullying her and calling her the N-word? Or do you call her the N-word like you do other black people online? I'm really trying to figure it out. Most whites with black kids, not like that, but it does exist and still needs to be called out, because you'd be surprised how many biracial people grew up with parents like this. And due to my good faith in humanity, I truly believe most people unanimously would say that this isn't right. And you know what? Black people shouldn't say the N-word either. But like I said, to say it in that way with a black child as a white man is outrageous, which is why I will 100% be messaging the people on this profile to get in contact with that little girl's mother. It's only right. And he's not the only one. It's so many people like this that be in my comments talking like that, but then you go through their pictures and you see all type of black friends, family members, and loved ones, and I can't wrap my head around it. It makes no sense. This is why I don't use racial slurs, no matter how angry I get at a person, because at that point, it's bigger than the person. And essentially, what you are saying by using racial slurs is, not only do I not respect you, I don't respect anyone who looks like you. And that is so unacceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great day.